everyone, it's great to see you. Today I'm going to be planting up 2 more containers. These are going to be by the front door, and I've only ever done my big urns by the front door. Now I want to start adding in some additional pots around the urns. These are 16-inch pots. Once again, they're the light resin ones here from Crescent Garden. They have the drain holes already in the bottom, which is great, and they're in this weathered concrete, weathered stone color. So I think this is going to end up looking really nice out there. So I'm looking for something that's going to sit down lower than the current urns that I have out there and just bring that color to more of the front entrance area. So first thing I'm going to do is add some potting mix here, and any potting mix is fine for you to use, of course. This potting mix is not as heavy because I kept some of this from the rain, which was really good. Lugging around the rain-laden bags really was tricky for me. And it's going to take almost a full bag per planter here, the 16-inch size. Oh, this one has a little more rain in it, a little more water, but that's okay. In case you ever notice what I just noticed here, and I've seen this in the past, sometimes when you take your potting mix out, you see that there's sort of a mold on here. That's okay. It just happens. You just sort of mix it in. It's not going to hurt your plants. At least it's never hurt my plants in the past, so I'm assuming that that is how it's going to work this year too. I'm just going to break up some of that potting mix, and let's see what we're putting in the center. So I have a whole bunch of beautiful plants here. I have some more of my Rockin Fuschia Salvia, and oh, look at this little tiny bud coming here. So a lot of these, and I got another tray and a half here to plant, a lot of these are going to go directly in the ground as a hummingbird magnet. This particular plant does great in planters and in the ground, and because I want those hummingbirds, I'm going to be putting them everywhere. But for these planters, I'm going to add one, and I'm choosing those that seem farthest along in blooming, in the center, because remember, these get to be 2 to 3 feet tall, a couple feet wide. They are going to bloom through the entire summer, so having one as that centerpiece is a really, really good choice for me. And then I want to make sure that this pot is stuffed full of some other flowers, and these I fell in love with last week. I don't know how I have missed them before or just didn't see them at a nursery, but they are little tiny mini baby Supertunias. So they're Supertunia Mini Vista Hot Pink. So we know that there are the Supertunias Bubblegum Pink that has a bigger flower than this, and they are known for just spilling over the edge and going wild. These are going to get to be about 6 to 12 inches tall, so they stay much shorter, and maybe about a foot trailing. So they will trail over the edge, but they're not going to go like out of control. And these super tiny blossoms are just so cute. Just like with your Supertunia large size flowers, you don't have to deadhead these. These are just going to shed the old flowers on their own and will be nice and easy for me to take care of throughout the summer. The other thing that I'm going to add here, I am going to add in for a purple element, the Browallia. So last year was my first year with Browallia, and oh my gosh, I love it. I did it in the window boxes mainly and some planters last year, but it just bloomed and bloomed. It didn't mind shade, it didn't mind sun, and I was just so pleased with it. So just like our other plant here, our mini Vistas, this one's going to get to be about 12 inches. It might go a little further than that, but look at that combination here. So we have this pink and this light purple. That's really pretty. I like that all of these are going to spill over the edge and flower at the same time. So this pot, the focus is on flowers, not foliage. Let me plant these up. So I got those plants in, and now I feel like I need 2 more. So I'm going to go take a look at my reserves of plants here and see what else I can add. So looking around, I found the perfect thing, creeping Jenny. So yes, creeping Jenny in some states is considered invasive. It is not considered invasive here. So our nurseries can sell it, I can buy it, and I can plant it. But if you are considering planting creeping Jenny, you do want to take a look and see if you are the one state or more states that where you wouldn't want to plant it. But for me, it's going to be a perfect addition. Creeping Jenny actually is a perennial to zone 7. So I have some planters that I planted creeping Jenny in last year, and it's coming back. Isn't that lovely? You can save yourself some money next year. So this is the Goldilocks creeping Jenny, and it is a great spiller. So I'm just going to add this to the couple places where I feel like, oh, I just want a little bit more. And this will spill over the edge, and it's going to give me that nice gold color too that I really don't have in here yet. Creeping Jenny is one of my favorite go-tos. To me, you can always add it in, and it just brightens up the planter that you are planting in. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yep, that is just what it needs. I have to say, this happens a lot of times to me, where I have a plan and then have to sort of change my mind and make things a little better. Now, take a look at this. This looks so pretty, and let me tell you, as this grows in, it is just going to be a riot of color. All these different colors, the way they're going to flow over the edge, and this great hummingbird attractor in the center is going to be fabulous. So I'm going to plant up the second planter in an identical way. Another beauty. Now I'm going to move these to the front and we'll see how they look with the urns. Hi everyone, so I'm out front here with what I thought was my brilliant idea to use this concrete colored planter next to the urn, and I don't like it at all. So don't worry, there's an easy fix to this. One of the wonderful things about these resin pots is you can use a spray paint on it and change their color. And I know exactly the color I want to go with now. I painted a mirror with it once, and I think I need to just have this match the urn a bit more. And this is really more of a creamy color than I had been thinking. So I love the flower arrangements. They add that color that I was looking for. And eventually I will be moving the hellebores out of the urns and putting in my mandevilla. But for now, the pots themselves are a work in progress. But thank you for joining me and remembering that as a gardener, we are always going to be very flexible in our plans. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.